have any drop. Units of the medical car. Astern. Now then, what's the problem? What's the problem for Mike Williams? He doesn't look happy. He's just gone backwards on the grid. It looks as though he's okay. The red lights go on and off. And it's a good start from Mike Williams, the pole position man. Good start too from Andrew Ashton, and a good start from Paul Ashton. So it's 2 Ashtons ahead of the rest of the field, apart that is from the pole man Mike Williams, who turns into Rich's corner first, followed by the 2 Ashtons. I think it was Andrew and Paul in that order, and up then to Sia corner, where we've had so many problems with drivers being disciplined on the exit. Clouds of dust there. I don't think it's anything more dramatic though than the cars steering through the dust of the oil treatment. They don't use cement these days. It's something much more high-tech apparently, which soaks up the oil and does a much better job than the old cement dust. In my old days, when I had brown hair and did some marshalling for a few years, it was always cement dust. But you had to be very careful. You couldn't breathe it in because, of course, it's deadly poison. Anyway, that's enough of the old days. Here come the leaders into Coram Curve then. Is it Mike Williams? Is it? Let's just have a look.
Yeah, well, it might just about to start.
Mike Williams. Ahead of Andrew Ashton, so the champion is devoted to third position. His car on is Paul Ashton ahead of Andrew Ashton. Then it's Tony Howe in fourth position. Fifth is the class leader, that's Tom Sanderson. In the number 19 Rover Metro GTI, Tom leading Class B ahead of the championship leader, Lee McNamara. So Lee has got to watch out, hasn't he? Because Lee really needs to win the class today if he's going to keep his championship heading of the points table alive. But third in that class, to make sure that the competition is aplenty, is Neil Gardiner, the number 88 car. He's 7th, right on Sanderson and McNamara's tail. Then it's Dave James having a disappointing race in 8th position, ahead of the 9th place man, and that's Derek Mason. Number 43 That's a pretty electrifying lap, and it's brought him closer to the race leader, Mike Williams. It's 1.077 seconds just to lay down that marker at the end of the second lap between Mike Williams, the race leader, and Paul Ashton in second place. Tony Howe, number 7, has got past the champion, Andrew Ashton, up into third place now ahead of Andrew. Then it's Tom Sanderson and Lee McNamara doing battle over the class, and Lee at the moment not really finding an answer to Tom Sanderson's spectacular pace. Dave James has made up a place in 7th. In 8th place is the man who lies 3rd in the class, that's Neil Gardiner, driving 88.
The good thing is,
in 9th position is Derek Pacer, driving 51, and up into the top 10 now has gone Richard Garrard car, that's the Macron Turbo of Richard Garrard, number 49. away, but he is pulling away, isn't he, from Paul Ashton.
To be fair, it wasn't funny though.
That's Mike Williams from
Just goes for the
Bingham, just outside Nottingham. He's an IT consultant by occupation, and the car's backed by NetLogic IT Limited and by Barlane Motors. So Mike Williams, well on his way. He's just set a new personal best lap of the race, 1 minute 28.914. Now, Paul Ashton, who was making more than me style because he was willing his car on, he's saying, come on girl, you can do it. And of course he did do it, got up into second place. He's very experienced now in his year. That's number 4. Going really well. Paul Ashton. Paul Ashton is getting caught, isn't he, slowly but surely, by Tony Howe and Andrew Ashton, the defending champion. Closing on Tony Howe, so what was Tom Thomas and leading Big Mac Navarro, both setting new personal best lap. And who was that just going out of the pits? I didn't see who it was who stopped in the pits. That won't be a scheduled stop, of course.
Under the bridge. 7,000 revs under the bridge. He's going some.
I'm not sure.
It's nearly flat.
Was that Jonathan Woodcock, I wonder? Well, we'll try and identify who it was who stopped and then rejoined. The skies are getting gloomy, aren't they? I just checked the latest weather forecast for Snetterton and we should be okay. We should be okay. We've got another penalty though. Thank you, start line. We've got another penalty and guess who it's for? It's for this man, the race leader, Mike Williams. It's been warned. Mike Williams is seeing the maiden hill. The officials are not happy with his driving, and so Mike Williams has got to be careful. Like the empty trophy drivers before him, he's got to watch his view. And kind of in response to that, he's just set a new best lap of the race, Mike Williams, 1 minute 28.54. Paul Ashton is fourth by the flying Tony Howe. Look at the yellow number 7. Because Tony Howe has set his best lap, his personal best lap of the race, which has brought him up and stuck onto the tail. Yes, now there is the car that stopped and rejoined, and it was actually Simon Wilson in the 45 Metro GTI who stopped and rejoined. Simon Wilson still leading the class, so he held on to his class lead despite that stop. Actually though, I've just shot myself in the foot because Simon Wilson in fact is the only Class D contender, so he would be leading the class, wouldn't he? Despite that, too nasty for him. Right now, here we come then with Mike Williams, and it looks as though Tony has done it. Yes, he has. And Mike Williams seems to have settled down. He's not been warned again about his driving. And of course he would have to hit these track because if he don't, he gets pulled out of the race and disqualified. So Mike Williams, I'm pretty sure that Mike hasn't done anything really awful. I think the problem is drivers using more than the track width on the corner. Having been in a few racing cars around this course, I can say that what there is actually quite easy to do that. Anyhow, now we're just reaching half distance in the Drayton Manor Metro Cup. And it looks as though we're going to see some more disciplinary action. I'll try and see who that is, it's not Mike Williams again, is it? No, it's not. It's James Webb in the 43 car. James Webb, 43, is going to be warned about his driving. Very popular driving today. Mike Williams, you know, he is being cautioned. Let's just see, it was 1.7. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Tony Howe has just left. He's just left the race tracker. 1:28.006. Wow, that's underneath the pole time by a handsome margin. So that's brought Tony Howe much closer to Mike Williams. Let's just look across over the guardrail on Reading Straight. Yes. He is caught by Tony Howe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's question about it. Paul Ashton in third place, hanging on quickly. And Andrew Ashton, of course, is being really left by the leading trio. Dave James has been quietly getting on with the job brilliantly, and he's up into fifth position. And in comes Richard Garrard in the 49 car. Richard Garrard not on the lead lap and naming his racing. Tony Howe is having to watch his mirrors as well, and the gap has come down. It's only 0.6 in a second, and ladies and gentlemen, as they start lap 9 at Lincoln Corner, ready for the lead. Oh my word, who would believe it? It's 3 for the lead, and they're coming up upon a back marker any moment now, I reckon. So Mike Williams is in the lead, but by not very much at all from Tony Howe. Paul Ashton, who has set the new best lap of the race, by the way, almost got to that. 1.589. Wow! That's one of the best tempo laps we've ever seen here. 1.589. That is a really scorching pace from Paul Ashton. No wonder he's in his covered car working. And he's getting on the tail of not only Tony Howe, but the race leader, Mike Williams. Okay, let's look to the skyline then. Coram curve, lap 9. Williams, Howe, Ashton. Looks about the same to me. And only 2 cents between 2 and 3. There's Mike Williams. 9 laps completed. Oh, the gap's gone out. Tony Howe now almost a second and a half behind Mike Williams.